and welcome back. So today we are going to talk about Instant Lock, Instant Lock, Instant Lock, well, however you want to say it, that's what we're going to talk about today, okay? So Instant Lock is pretty much you're using your own hair, or you're using an extension, and you're taking this crochet-like needle, fine needle. I will link it below, or it will be somewhere in the description, where you will use a needle-like tool to mesh the hair together, creating that instant lock. And as your hair mature, you can choose to palm roll your hair or interlock it, but typically most people go with the palm rolling option. But typically I would recommend just to continue with the instant locking method option with this one, which is to continue to use that tool to mesh the hair together to create that mature locking look from the start. The characteristics of this locking method is that it gives you that full roundness, thickness, dense look from the start. You do not have to wait for your locks to thicken up. You don't have to do any of that. It gives you that full, round, dense look from the start. Pretty much you are getting mature locks from the jump. You're bypassing the baby stage, teen phase. You're just jumping onto the grandma stage. You are mature, honey, from the beginning. So, installation for this locking method. This one I do not recommend doing it too small. But if you're starting off with that medium size to thick locks, you can expect that installation time to be anywhere from 4 to 12, 18 hours, depending. Now, this is for like shoulder length locks. Some of y'all just want to start off with this instant lock, hair all the way down here. Okay, but you're going to pay for it, honey, and it's going to take a lot of time. So whatever you decide, whether you want to go short, medium, long length, it's going to cost. But with the Insta Lock, if you decide to go longer, or if you want to do that medium look and you have short hair, find somebody who will take your hair and already have pre-made lock extensions, which is the round, neat looking locks, and they comb out the ends and then mesh that thing together and boom, Insta Lock, yes, and you'll be locked and ready to go. So, but if you have long hair and you're not adding extensions, but you're wanting to lock that from the tip to the root from the jump, they're gonna have to mesh everyone together. Yes, they're gonna have to do that all the way through to create that lock look all over your head. So that will take longer. But if you're starting off with short hair and they're taking that extension, and you're good to go, no time at all. It will be quick. So as far as maintenance can be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, given that you're working with an experienced loctician. With this particular method, I say please stick with an experienced loctician with this locking method. As far as the size, these locks can come in any size, but we say stick to the larger size as you will need enough hair to be able to create that mesh, to mesh the hair together and to create that lock look. If you have fine hair, I do not recommend this method for you. If you have thin hair or hair that breaks easily, I do not recommend that method for you unless you get your hair treated with some protein treatment, moisture treatment, and everything else to help your hair to be healthy for this method. As far as the maintenance schedule, it's on average about 3 months, since they're on the larger side. So it's usually about 3 months for the maintenance schedule, because they're larger, so you don't have to come that often, because it is what it is. So the pros for this locking method: you get mature locks from the jump. Ain't that something? Some people may say you're cheating, but hey, to each his own. You get what you want and you do you, okay? So you get mature locks from the jump. You don't have to worry about slippage because that thing is locked and matted from the jump. You can shampoo anytime you want. You can go swimming anytime you want. You can do whatever you want. You can sweat, you can work out, and do not have to worry about nothing unraveling, slipping, or anything like that. So that is a lot of pros and a lot of great things for this method. However, if you go to some, I'm not going to say jinky because I don't ever want to call anyone jinky or anything like that. So if you go to someone who does not know what they're doing, and you go get these instant locks attached to your short hair, and you go swimming and they come out because it wasn't installed properly. Okay, I digress. Do your research, boo. Do your research. Check their workout. Ask questions because you want that thing secure, okay? You don't have to worry about bundling the ends and securing the ends of your lock. Hey! Because I know a lot of people hate bundling. I know that was one of my least favorite things to do when it came to securing my ends. That's why I don't do it now, and I got some slippage going on. Another pro is because you'll be using a tool, you do not need any thread for this method. I know some people use threads in the past, and some people probably still do, but this method to me is a lot more secure. You don't have to worry about anything slipping and separating and falling out. Now, if you're losing locks when you get this method done, the person just didn't install it right, okay? So you want to make sure you go to somebody who's really good and know what they're doing, okay? So let's talk about the cons. This method can damage your hair if you have fine, weak, fragile hair. So I do not recommend it for if you have that type of hair. If you do not go to somebody who is experienced, you can damage your hair. Really, you can damage your hair. If the proper tool is needed for that, because depending on the size you're going with, it also affects the size tool that you need. So you want to make sure that the proper size tool is used. If not, you will damage the hair. So you want to make sure you have healthy hair and that you do not have any of the above before doing this locking method. And another con I would say is finding a quality loctician that can really do this method, because not everyone can do it and not everyone can do it well, okay? So that will be another con, finding somebody who really knows what they're doing and does a good job and take care of your hair in the process. So that is it for Insta-Lock or lock extension using that meshing method. There are different other ways to start with lock extensions. Should I do another video for lock extensions? No, we'll throw lock extensions with this one as well. There are different methods to start lock extensions, but yeah, we're not gonna go into that today. But that is it. So please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more about locks, beauty, and wellness, because I am here for it all. And drop a comment below. Let me know if you don't have locks, what locking method you're thinking about using. And if you do have locks, what locking method do you already have? So see you next time.